Hey, going crazy. Thanks for writing in. First and foremost, you are not going crazy. Guys do this stuff, so take a deep breath. It is all good. So thanks for writing in and telling me about your texting relationship. It seems like you guys are hitting it off, which is great. Unfortunately, I get that the whole frustrating part is that it's only text, and when you've reached out to hang out, he has just been telling you no or whatever his excuse is. So let's turn to two people, or I guess say three guys, that I think can answer your question. So there is John Stewart, who wrote Bridges Not Walls, and then there's two guys that actually from Elite Daily answered the same question to another woman, and they kind of gave you the average Joe answer, and then of course there's my opinion. So, for the perspective from the professional on the topic, let's turn to John Stewart. He is a relational communication expert and he is an author. He wrote the book Bridges Not Walls, and he talks about perception, which this is, I think, a perfect example of. So when it comes to perception, people sometimes when they perceive things, they put a lot more emphasis into a word or an idea. So for example, the word like. You stated that you guys said you liked each other. So he could have said that in just the most friendliest way, and yes, he likes you, you're a cool girl, and everything's great. However, when you read the word like in a text, you could have put more emphasis on it and totally read into it as in like crush, wants to be your boyfriend, kind of like. So when it comes to first of all, texting and using words such as like, maybe you might be putting more emphasis on it than he is, and that's totally okay. So just some food for thought on that. And then when it comes to the two average Joes weighing in from Elite Daily, a young woman was apparently texting this guy for like 6 months and they never were hanging out. These guys are average Joes. They're not professional. They're just dudes that have been there, done that, probably did this to another girl. And honestly, what they had to say was not the best news, so I'm really sorry. But it sounds like he just doesn't want to see you in person and honestly enjoys your friendship via text. One guy, in a not so nice way, said that, you know what, he's not willing to invest his money and actual time in being with you, so don't invest it back in him. And that's up to you to make up your mind on that. In my opinion, he might be shy, so you never know. Also, it's been 2 weeks, so no big deal. Give it a couple more months, just keep texting him, but also keep your options open. Don't put all your eggs in one basket and think that this is it, this is your boyfriend, this is the love of your life, because you know what? Plenty of fish in the sea. So keep it neutral with him, keep texting him as a friend, and you know what? He already knows you want to see him, so let him come to you. And honestly, don't stalk him. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Don't try to find him. And if you see him in person, just say hi and be polite and keep it super casual. Don't make a big deal out of it because the last thing you want to do is scare this guy away. So if you don't want to come off crazy, I say just take the advice of the relational communication specialist, John Stewart, and don't read into the text messages. He could clearly like you. He thinks you're a cool girl. Just keep texting him. And in regards to the two dudes from Elite Daily, well, that's up to you. You can either keep the friendship going for a few more months and see where it goes and see if he'll come around, or you can just call it quits and move on. But if you guys are friends and it's only been 2 weeks, I say just keep it going until a couple more months and see where it takes from there. And remember, do not ask again if he wants to see you in person. That's up to him now. Thanks for writing in.